Hey, good afternoon. It's Thursday, November 17th. And thanks so much for being here. And welcome to Everyday Talk 24/7. Going to continue today talking about things of the heart and about letting go of those things that restrict us, that keep us from being able to live in the beauty of what God has given for us. So the question I have today, the everyday thought, are you satisfied? Now, there may be particular elements of your life where you feel satisfied, but if we look at the culture around us, and so often even this influences the church, if we look at all these things around us, if we look at the cravings of our own heart, satisfaction is not one of the things that marks us. We mask our inability to be satisfied by using words like driven and purpose-driven and all those kinds of things. And yes, we should be driven, but driven for the right things. Satisfaction is found only in God. The Psalms make that clear. Jesus makes it clear. He is the way, the truth, and the life. There's no other way. But you see, as humans, ever since the garden, Proverbs 27 points this out. It says, just as death and destruction are never satisfied, so human desire is never satisfied. And that's what we saw in the garden. Adam and Eve together were tempted by something that was pleasing to look at, was good to taste, and desirable for making you wise. Why were those things attractive? Because they were not satisfied with the provision that God had given them. God had given them everything that they could possibly imagine. But temptation came in the form of the crafty servant, Satan, and he's still at it. Satan and his agents. And it's impacted the world around us in our flesh. No, it's never enough. You need more. What God has given you is simply not enough. And so he challenges God. And Adam and Eve bought it. Together, they bought it. Adam didn't stand up and say, no, we have everything we need in God. He didn't protect his wife. Rather, he allowed Eve to go out and kind of, oh, maybe there's something here. Let me see what she finds out. And of course, we know the result of that. We live in a civilization, in a culture, and sadly too often a church, where we are never satisfied. We are always looking for more and more and more, instead of grasping more of the something that we already have. So that's what the Proverbs warn us about. Death and destruction are never satisfied. So human desire is never satisfied. But then in Psalm 90, Moses kind of brings us back on track, helps us to get things in the right perspective. He cries out, satisfy us each morning with your unfailing love, so we may sing for joy to the end of our days. Satisfy us each morning with your unfailing love, so we may sing for joy to the end of our days. See, what makes the difference? Why are the human desires, the base human desires, incapable of knowing satisfaction? And why is Moses leading the people of God saying, Lord, satisfy us in the morning so we may sing with joy to the end of our time? See, being satisfied with the unfailing love of God means that I'm satisfied and comfortable with the promises of God. I know that he is there with us. I know I can trust him. I know that in him every good thing resides. Not just in the temptation of having to have more stuff, whether it's the latest outfit, whether it's the latest software, the latest computer model, the latest game, the latest car, the latest fashion, whatever it is, we have to have more. And God is saying He is more than anything we could ever want. We look around us, our flesh, our culture, they're never satisfied. The advertising industry plays on the fact that you and I are never satisfied and always wanting us to have more. We just got the latest and greatest of something, and as soon as we buy it, the new version comes out. And instead of being so thrilled with that thing that we just got, now we're dissatisfied because we don't have the latest vacuum, latest computer, the latest car, the latest clothing. It doesn't matter. People don't satisfy us. We're looking for beyond that. We're looking to do something to satisfy ourselves. It's exactly what Adam and Eve fell into the trap with. The key to this, and we're going to lead, this is perfect because we're leading into this Thanksgiving season, and we're going to be talking a lot about gratitude in the days leading up to Thanksgiving. Gratitude is the gateway to satisfaction. Granted, as Jesus tells us, it's a narrow gateway. It's not the big broad one most everybody else is on. It's the narrow gateway. But gratitude means I know that the unfailing love of God is my satisfaction. I know I can love other people. I know that I don't have to win all the time. I only have to be concerned about bringing honor and glory to God. So I pray as we consider satisfaction, as we consider this upcoming Thanksgiving season, that we may join with Moses and cry out to God in gratitude, satisfy us each morning with your unfailing love, so we may sing for joy all the days of our lives. What a beautiful promise that God gives us here. We are indeed blessed. May we let those things, those pangs of discontent, this craving to be satisfied with stuff that can't satisfy, may they fall to the leaves, may they fall to the ground like these leaves on the ground all around me here. And we may take up and feast on the unfailing love of God, so that each day we're not trying to be satisfied with stuff that can never satisfy, but we can drink more deeply of what truly brings satisfaction. We can love, we can care, we can honor God in a way that will just turn us upside down. And I pray that for us. Check us out at everydaytalk247.com. If you haven't turned on the subscriptions, turn those on. The videos will come right to you. I'm doing shorts now. Check out shorts. 30, 40 seconds of material and short bites. Maybe you can share that to your friends. And anyway, thanks so much for being here today. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. You have a great evening. Be satisfied in the unfailing love of Christ. See you soon.